This is SSPTV News, brought to you by Samsung Productions and the Hazleton Standard Speaker.
The Schuylkill County coroner tells us why he thinks the number of fatal drug overdoses has dropped in his county. It's Friday Eve and we have a lot of spooky Halloween stories for you today. Okay, they aren't spooky. This is a local newscast, but they are fun. I'm Ken Cara. Life is more fun in HD on Service Electric Cablevision Channel 513. And you know what else is fun? The Samsung Productions app. It's free. Now our headlines from SSPTV and the Hazleton Standard Speaker. Could Northeast Pennsylvania be the future home of a second headquarters for Amazon? A proposal submitted from our area features 6 potential real estate locations for the retail giant. Today, Penn's Northeast and Economic Development Agency held a press conference detailing its response to a request for proposals for Amazon's newest headquarters. The agency submitted a joint application with economic development representatives from 5 counties: Lackawanna, Luzerne, Wayne, Monroe, and Schuylkill. Penn's Northeast worked with local colleges and universities as well as local companies to help draft a creative response. We'll have more on the proposal tomorrow on SSPTV News. President Donald Trump today declared the opioid crisis a public health emergency. The declaration was made from the White House this afternoon. We recently sat down with the Schuylkill County coroner to talk about the local fight to stop addiction.
I'm very pleased to have back in our studios today Dr. David Moylan, who is the Schuylkill County coroner, to give us an update on things in Schuylkill County. Dr. Moylan, I understand there is, if there can be, good news in the number of drug-related deaths in the county because the number is dropping.
Yes, that's a fact. Just to review the numbers, drug-related deaths in Schuylkill County in year 2014, we had 25, which is still a lot. The following year, it more than doubled to 56 drug-related deaths. And I think we had our peak, hopefully our peak was in 2016 when there were 78 deaths. Oh my goodness. And we're working closely with the Drug Enforcement Agency out of Philadelphia. And they, over this summer, they came out with a report on the 2016 drug-related deaths. And unfortunately, Schuylkill County ranked in the top 25%, the top quartile throughout the whole state, you know, right up there with some of the big urban centers like Philadelphia and Pittsburgh. So this is an honor we want to get rid of real quick. And I think largely due to law enforcement, the efforts of law enforcement, our district attorney, Christine Holman, the state police, all of our local police agencies, the number through October is approximately 28. So we're down to the pre-epidemic numbers. So hopefully we can maintain that through continued vigilance. But it's a good sign.
I know this is a goal of yours to get this reduced down to 0 if possible. What other things are you hoping to implement? Is there changes you think can be made, or what can be done? You're a fan of charging people with murder who are responsible for the death of people.
We would call it homicide, which means the death at the hand of another individual. And we do have several cases pending. There was just a win up in Luzerne County. I know Berks County has had some convictions. So what that does, it's sending a message to the dealers. Don't come into our county and do it. Go elsewhere, because we're enforcing the law, which allows for a felony conviction if a death results from the delivery of a controlled substance.
You also wanted to talk about a new machine, I guess not a new machine, but a machine that you've used regularly but now will have dedicated to helping out with autopsies.
What I'm talking about is a technique called a virtual autopsy. And the centerpiece of the virtual autopsy is a post-mortem CAT scan. Now, we started off the program in 2012 when we were doing the post-mortem CAT scans at the old St. Catherine's Medical Center. We did about 40 there, and then for a while we operated out of 2 private practice radiology departments in Luzerne County. In 2013, we moved the equipment to the Simon Kramer Cancer Institute, where we've been carrying these out. So far, our experience is about 800 cases, and many of these procedures, they obviate the need for doing an open autopsy, a traditional autopsy, which is 10 times more expensive. So through the generosity of a colleague from Lebanon County, we're going to receive a donation of a used CAT scan, but it's more than adequate for this particular purpose, and it will be dedicated to postmortem CAT scans only. So I think that's going to help with our budget, and it's going to provide some closure for families without going through the trauma of a traditional autopsy.
Thank you so much, Dr. David Moylan.
Thank you, Lisa. Remember, you can watch Dr. Moylan on Modern Medicine right here on SSPTV. Well, it was a ghoulishly good time at the Laurel Mall last night. Hundreds of little ghosts and goblins took part in the annual Malloween event as the little ones processed around the mall, collecting a variety of tasty treats. SSPTV's The Girls were there taping a spooktacular episode of their show. Deb and Janine, also known as Elsa and Supergirl, talked with many of the children about their love of Halloween. You can catch this special Halloween episode of The Girls next Friday, November 3rd at 9 p.m. right here on SSPTV. Costume Kids will also be going door to door to celebrate Halloween. Trick-or-treating will take place on Halloween, Tuesday, October 31st in the following municipalities. Didn't want that to end. Also, the Freeland Borough Recreation Board's annual Safe Trick or Treat will take place this Saturday at 1 p.m. on Center Street in Freeland. It's open to children ages 12 and under. The Valley Kiwanis will hold an all-you-can-eat pancake breakfast this Saturday. The breakfast will be held Saturday at Christ Lutheran Church on Main Street in Cunningham, and it will benefit Cub Scout Pack 207. The donation is $6 for adults and $4 for children. Enjoy pancakes, scrambled eggs, and sausage. The breakfast will be served this Saturday morning from 6:30 a.m. until 11 a.m. Is there a wedding in your future? If so, Edgewood by Sand Springs and Sand Springs Country Club, both in Drums, invite you to join the experts live tonight on Facebook. Join Rachel and Samantha for tips, tricks, and trends for your big day. This highly informative event takes place via Facebook Live tonight at 7 p.m. Log in to the Facebook page for Edgewood by Sand Springs or Sand Springs Country Club to be a part of the event. Well, the second best thing I did in my life after marrying my beautiful wife was trying Frankie's Cold Pizza, and each Thursday you have a chance to win a box of 12 slices of Frankie's Cold Pizza with their signature sauce and cheese blend, baked fresh with no preservatives. Call 570-459-9813, extension 104. We need your name and phone number. The winner will be drawn at random. Coming up, our latest astronomy segment is all about helping you find the right telescope to check out the night sky. And in sports, we'll check out an exciting district championship field hockey game between Hazleton area and Delaware Valley. This is SSPTV News, your place for 24 hours of your hometown news and information.
This is SSPTV News, brought to you by Samsung Productions and the Hazleton Standard Speaker.
If we're talking great talent, we must be talking with the one and only Gil Coronado. He is with Sela Management, here to tell us about the Pocono Great Talent Event 2. Yes. It was such a success the first time around. You're back with another one, and the big finale's coming up.
It is. It's coming Sunday, October 29th, and this event benefits the Fine Arts Discovery Series, which is a not-for-profit organization that helps keeps the arts alive in the Poconos and the Sherman Theater accessible to the community. So it's a wonderful organization that I believe in, and it's just a great time. This year we have 25 acts that are going to compete for the grand prize of $1,000. They're going to compete also for an opening act for a Sherman Theater show and be the first signed act for Shawnee River Fest 7, which you know. And I'm so thankful of SSPTV for your support in my events. With your support of Riverfest, we had a record-breaking year this year, so thank you.
It's our pleasure to be a part of this. This is all great stuff, promoting the talent and helping out communities. You're always doing things for a great cause as well. So we're just happy to have you here. So tell people what they can expect when they come out to this event.
Well, this evening is going to be amazing. We have talent. We have the house band Wild Plains. We have two-time American Idol contestant Kendall Phillips coming in from Indiana. She's going to perform. We have Lorna O'Farrell, also from the Sherman Theater. Myself will be a guest judge, and also the one and only Mark Isaiah will be a guest judge as well.
I think we know him.
Exactly. He's a friend of SSPTV's, and he will be there. But there are going to be 25 acts competing, and they're all diverse talent. And we just got a submission for a mentalist. So it's going to be curious which of the judges they're going to be. He's going to be, playing with their mind.
Be interesting.
Exactly, but we have singers, we have dancers, and just wonderful talent. But the public can expect to come in and be completely entertained for an evening, and the tickets are only $10.
Wow, wow. All right, so this is happening. It's the big finale show happening on Sunday, October 29th at 4 p.m. at the Sherman Theater. How do they get tickets?
ShermanTheater.com, or they can call 570-420-2808, extension 2. But ShermanTheater.com is the easiest way.
All righty, you heard it. Be there for the Pocono Great Talent Event 2. You will not be disappointed.
Time now for weather on SSPTV News.
Going to wait for the green light, and then I'll give you the weather forecast. Here's our local weather forecast from the National Weather Service. Hey, it worked. I didn't even plan that. Tonight, mostly clear. We're going to have a low of 34 degrees. On Friday, it's sunny with a high in the mid-50s. Friday night, mostly clear. We'll have a low of 43. Saturday, mostly sunny, highs in the lower 60s. At night, expect rain, a low of 49 degrees. Sunday, we'll have rain with a high near 56. Sunday night, once again, more rain, low of 37. Then on Monday, partly sunny with a high of 47. Monday night will be partly cloudy with a low of 34 degrees. Well, tonight is going to be a clear night. You may even be able to check out Pluto near the moon. You will need a telescope, though. And if you need one, here's our latest astronomy segment with the president of the Greater Hazleton Area Astronomical Society, Scott McAndrews. And Scott, yeah, I guess this is an important part of what you guys do at the Astronomical Society. You have a lot of telescopes out there at Eckley, right? You said
Yes.
People who sign up, they could use them, borrow them.
Right, correct. Yes, we have a wide variety of scopes. And just in case you didn't know what kind of scope you have, not the manufacturer or what it is a reflecting telescope, and then there's a refracting telescope. The difference is that you have a mirror, and the refracting telescopes have a lens.
Are there pluses and minuses for both?
There are pluses and minuses. Again, the problem with the lenses is that the weight, and it's harder to grind a large mirror to get it perfect, or a lens. But the mirrors are a lot easier to grind, get what you needed into it. But from what we understand, when you look at the planets, usually since you're looking at something closer, the lensed telescope will help you out a little bit better, but you're still going to see great stuff in the refractor.
So there's not like two groups, like when you're a reflector all the way, like in West Side Story, there's not battles going on out at Eckley.
No, not at all. But, and there are too many variations on both types of scopes. So like yours, up and down, back and forth, real easy to use. These are great telescopes to start with because they're real easy to use, real easy to set up, and you got a nice big eyepiece to look through. So that's what you want to look through. You don't want to get a department store telescope. Don't go for any of those, not at all.
So start here because any idiot could do this and get out there with it. Yeah, see, and I've done it. I'm figuring out a little bit. I once interviewed this guy who he was out at State College. He was at the Central Pennsylvania Arts Festival, and he made his own telescope, and I was so impressed. He wasn't even into it. I think he was an engineer, and he said, I just want to build a telescope, and he started taking his own photos, and eventually he got in Time magazine. So this is something you said people do. The club hasn't done it yet, but this is something people do.
Oh yeah, it's not really that difficult. And we talked to a lot of people who have built their own telescopes. Now it seems there's not that many people that want to do that, but You can go to, say, Lowe's or Home Depot, get one of those sonotubes that you pour cement in, and that's your basic tube. And then all you have to do is start grinding a mirror, and then get everything else that you need. You need that little reflector mirror that comes up into the eyepiece, and you got to get your eyepiece adapters. But they can be all handmade if you're smart enough to be able to do it and have the wherewithal. So it's pretty cool.
And last, what I want to finish with is, what do you think is step number one if someone is looking at a telescope and they say, you said this is a good place to start. I mean, they seem affordable now if you do want to start the hobby.
Yes.
It's not out of reach.
No, it is. It really isn't. And you can find a good used scope as well. But we want people to know that if they're interested in buying a telescope, they should try some out. And the way that they can do is become a member of the club. And we have all sorts of types of telescopes, let them use it, and then you may want to say, well, I want to go up big time, you know. So you can spend anywhere from like $300 to $3,000, $4,000, $5,000, depending on what you want.
I'm interested in this toy box of telescopes out at Ackley. All right, we're going to have another segment with Scott coming up soon on SSP TV News. You'll also need a jacket if you head out tonight. Right now, it's the green screen on SSP TV News. Your midday winning lottery numbers: pick 2, 4, 3. Once again, 4, 3, 2 for your pick 3 numbers. Pick 4, 7, 0, 8, 5. Pick 5, 6, 3, 4, 5, 7. The wild number is 9. In sports, we have district field hockey highlights, and we'll tell you who's going to Hershey to run in the state cross country championships.
Time now for sports on SSPTV News.
It was more heartbreak for the Hazleton area Lady Cougar field hockey program last night. For the third straight season, they lost in the District 2 AAA championship game, and for the third time in 5 years, they lost in the playoffs in overtime. Delaware Valley beat Hazleton 1-0 to claim the crown. The Lady Cougars worked extremely hard from the beginning of the game to win the school's first title, but it wasn't meant to be last night. But once again, another talented group of players gave it their all and left a lasting impression on the program that's destined to break through soon. On a cold fall night at Harmon-Geist Memorial Field, the scoreboard was frozen at 0 for 60 minutes. Then in overtime, Delaware Valley senior Elaine Nichols thawed out the scoreboard and the Warriors sideline. Nichols says the Warriors focused all season on capitalizing on moments and not worrying about how many shots the other team has. Hazleton area seemed to control the momentum in the game and outshot Delaware Valley 14-3. But it was Nichols who put the ball into play on this penalty corner and then put the ball in the cage for the game's only and decisive goal.
It's definitely a feeling of disbelief, and something you dream about for your 4 years of high school is being the person to win district championships, having that goal, and it was just a surreal feeling. But I couldn't have done it without my team, and it was really great being able to celebrate with them.
Have you ever had a game-winning goal before this?
Actually, I had one Monday, so yeah.
Getting used to this, huh?
Yeah, I could get used to it.
Yeah, I always say how every play counts, and they did a good job. My goalie made some really smart plays, so I was pretty proud of her, especially since she's only a freshman and this is her first year playing goalie. So we were pretty proud of her, and it was awesome to have Nichols get that game-winning goal as a senior.
Emily Festa played in goal for Delaware Valley, and she was under some intense pressure. The Lady Cougars started strong off the bat, and for the first 10 minutes of the game, the ball was constantly in Delaware Valley's half of the field. Hazleton area swarmed to the ball, won 50-50 balls, and recovered well on defense. It seemed inevitable that a goal would come for the Lady Cougars, but it didn't.
This one is really rough. I mean, we had so many chances. We had a lot of youth. I mean, we started this game with 4 freshmen, 2 sophomores. And I'm really proud, really, really proud of the upperclassmen, first of all, and our core group that was out there tonight. I mean, they really got us through a lot of tough games. But tonight our youth showed, and we're just going to come back stronger.
Just like in the song, these cats come back. The Lady Cougars have in the past, and you get the feeling that with a lot of young talent, they're going to have this opportunity again and soon. For right now, they can be proud of what they built with Coach Mary Kelly, a program that wins consistently, and another fine season that ended with silver medals. The gold will come, but there's no reason for the 2017 Lady Cougars to hang their heads. They fought until the end. So a great game last night at Harmon Geist and some great performances at the District 11 and District 2 cross-country meets. It's a fall tradition now, really. Marion's Tina Caparel won her 4th straight District 11 Single A title. This year she did it in 19 minutes and 42 seconds. Her sister Nicole Caparel finished 3rd and will join her at the PIAA state meet. Madison Quick of Monoy area, she finished 6th and her team won the Single A title. So did the Monoy boys. So both teams will race for titles at the PIAA championships. Cole Streisel, Adam Soriano, and Marcus Crespo finished 7th, 8th, and 9th in the race for Monoy. Dave Sokolowski of North Schuylkill will run at the state AA meet, and he'll be joined by the Lady Spartans' Corey McCormick. Tamaqua Francis Cabana and Sarah Mao of Tamaqua also will be at the race. Hazelton area will send Franklin Cunningham to Hershey. He finished 4th in the District 2 AAA boys race, and Kayla Bale, who finished 6th in the girls race. Let's finish now with a few scores on the SSPTV Standard Speaker scoreboard. MMI ended their regular season in girls volleyball with a sweep over GAR. Wyoming area and Hazelton area went to 5 games, with Wyoming area getting the win. Kira Antolik scored a goal in Hazelton area's girls soccer District 2/4 sub-regional playoff game, but the Lady Cougars lost to Williamsport, and Tamaqua, they fell in the District 11 AA playoffs.
Good evening, everyone. Here's today's Talk of the Town. Are you still looking for a Halloween costume? If you are, you should go down to Designs Unlimited in Freeland. They have plenty of selections for both kids and adults. All information about the store is listed on your screen. Come in and reserve your costume today. The American Cancer Society Greater Hazelton Unit will be hosting a pasta dinner on Sunday, October 29th in the Most Precious Blood Church Hall from 12 noon until 5 p.m. Tickets are $8 for adults and $4 for children. You may eat in or take out. For more information or to make a reservation, you can call the number on your screen. And we'll wrap up today's social report with the Shenandoah Area Free Public Library having a bus trip to the Sands Casino in Bethlehem on October 30th. The bus will leave Shenandoah at 9 a.m. and leave the casino at 4 p.m. For more information on the event, you can call the 2 numbers that are listed on your screen. And that's today's Talk of the Town. SSPTV News would like to send our sincere condolences to the family and friends of these recently departed. Marie J. Lengen of Hazel Township. The Joseph B. Conahan Funeral Home in Hazelton will announce the arrangements. John C. Pavlik of Hazel Township. Mass is Saturday at 10 a.m. at St. John's PNC Church. Friends may call Friday from 6 to 9 p.m. at the Frank J. Bonin Funeral Home in Hazelton. And John Bilchek of Hometown, who passed away on October 20th. Donations can be made to the American Cancer Society. Attention pay-per-view subscribers, if you see your name now on SSPTV News, you can call in and win a free movie from Service Electric Cablevision. Today's winner is Allison Schaefer of Drums. Call now and leave a message at 570-455-7267 extension 104 for your free movie.
This is hard to believe, but tomorrow we'll have our final Football Friday feature of the season. It's week 10 of the high school football season. Our John Eric Poli will have a feature on the Shenandoah Valley Blue Devils. Plus, Lisa, I'm sure we'll have a lot in the news as well, so we hope to see you back here tomorrow. Hang out online, ssptv.com. Until then, take it easy.
Watch us online anytime at ssptv.com and follow us on Facebook and Twitter.